We are committed to securing our state. We're committed to honoring the men and women in uniform who make that possible. South Dakota respects our law enforcement. We've proven that in our actions and also in our words. We recruited out-of-state law enforcement officers to move to a state where they would be respected. It isn't just our law enforcement officers who go above and beyond the call of duty. I hear story after story of incredible South Dakotans who step up every single day. Stories like the staff at the Avera Adventera nursing home in Salem, who brought residents into an inner room at the nurses' station when the derecho hit their facility this spring. Those individuals had to physically hold the doors shut in their bare hands to keep them from being ripped off their hinges. And when the storm abated, everything on the other side of those doors were gone. These nursing home employees may have felt like they were just doing their job, but they saved so many lives that day. The staff of that nursing home is here with us all today. Would you all please stand and remain standing for just a minute? Stand up. We'll give you a round of applause, but don't sit down. I want them to stay standing for a little bit. When I was there right after the storm, I was shocked by what I saw. I had never seen a situation where people literally had to stand there and hold a flimsy door shut to protect people in the middle of the derecho tornado situation, and they did it to protect their residents and literally risked their lives to do it. It's incredible the devastation that happened and what they did that day. It's a testimony to the people of South Dakota. And I've got one more individual that I'd like to talk about today as well. Mark Cook works in construction. He has a wife and 5 kids. And one day he was driving through a torrential downpour when he saw a car that was flipped on its side in the median. He pulled over, he climbed into the flipped vehicle. He found a woman who was in shock from that crash. The car was filling up with water, and the woman was hanging from her seatbelt. Mark cut her loose. He held her out of the water, calmed her down, and held the car door open above his head until emergency responders could arrive. Now, Mark is a hero. He was a hero that day, but he's also a hero in uniform. Mark is a staff sergeant in the South Dakota Air Guard, and he was driving on his way to drill when he stopped and helped that woman, potentially saving her life. His job in the Guard is to keep our nation safe and to protect our freedoms. But he could have just kept driving that day. He didn't. He pulled over, he stepped up, and Staff Sergeant Cook and his family are here today. Would you please stand as well to be recognized and be thanked for your heroism? Stay standing. Today I want to honor both the staff at Avera, Adventera, and Salem, and Staff Sergeant Mark Cook with the Governor's Award for Heroism. Thank you so much for being incredible witnesses to the extent to which South Dakotans will go above and beyond to protect and to serve each other. Thank you and congratulations on this award, and thank you for all that you do for your communities. Our state is safer because of men and women who answer the call of duty without being asked. I'm proud to be a South Dakotan because of people like all of you. Thank you for setting the example. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the state of our state. For 4 years now, we have made South Dakota the state where anyone can come here and build their American dream. We've strengthened families, we've secured this state, and we have built here in the last 4 years exactly what our founding fathers envisioned when they created our nation. And the founders of our state who enshrined the phrase, "Under God, the people rule." We are just getting started. In 1790, less than 1 year after taking office as the President of the United States, George Washington delivered his first State of the Union address. Now, some people think it was the best State of the Union ever delivered. It was also the shortest, so that might have been a reason why. But President Washington delivered an important point that I think we should all remember today. The welfare of our country is the great object to which our cares and efforts ought to be directed. I shall derive great satisfaction from a cooperation with you in the pleasing, though arduous task of ensuring to our fellow citizens the blessings for which they have the right to expect from a free, efficient, and equal government. That is still our task today, to ensure a free, an efficient, and an equal government for the people of South Dakota. I look forward to working with all of you to get that done, and may God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great state of South Dakota.